Yo voy a ser un ingeniero en sistemas.
Estudio en el Tecnológico de Agua Prieta, la carrera de Ingeniería Industrial. Voy a ser el primero en graduarme en mi familia.
La carrera es Ingeniería en Mecatrónica. Está suave, me gusta.
I studied medicine in Universidad Xochicalco and I'm going to be a doctor.
Even think that in this moment I will be a chemical engineer. And I love it, I really love it.
I can go into finance, I can go into project management, I can go into accounting, I can go into general management. There's a lot of things that I can go into: international business, international law.
It's been our experience that in Agua Prieta, if we can provide those students the opportunity for education, they can escape their inherited cycles of poverty.
All of these children were born into a world of abject poverty, just 200 miles south of Phoenix, Arizona. A world where success is virtually impossible, where failure is the norm, and where dreams are often best left as dreams. So how did these kids get from the barrios of Agua Prieta, Mexico, to a place of limitless opportunity? When American volunteers started doing service work on the border, it started with simple projects, like a roof and indoor plumbing for an orphanage, and distributing food to those in the most dire conditions. But seeing the enormity of need, they knew they had to do more. They established the Rancho Feliz Charitable Foundation and built a soup kitchen where children could eat a hot meal in exchange for going to school that day. Not satisfied with typical fundraisers, Rancho Feliz raises money with an iconic brand of extreme sporting events. This band of multinational volunteers call themselves Guardian Warriors. They run and ride to build shelters for abandoned children and seniors. They built an exchange dormitory where American volunteers can stay on site in Mexico to build homes, distribute food, and learn what it is to be a global citizen. Vecinos Dignos Sin Fronteras, Worthy Neighbors Without Borders, is the centerpiece of Rancho Feliz's accomplishments. An entire neighborhood where families can live in safety and dignity. Vecinos has 42 homes, a self-sustaining child care facility with an infant brain development program, and a recreation education center with an accredited adult computer literacy program.
It's not only the people from Vecinos, it's the people from all Agua Prieta that want to come here. They will be able to, improve their quality of life.
Entonces, si no tienen estudio, yendo con el inglés, saber manejar computadoras, es un cambio total para tener éxito.
With 3 decades of construction projects completed, many dreams that were once unattainable are now becoming reality.
The best leverage that we can get out of all of this investment that we've made in the past in bricks and mortar is to leverage them through our educational programs. And that's our focus today.
Cuando yo estaba a punto de irme a buscar una nueva vida en los Estados Unidos, me entero del proyecto de Vecinos Dignos Sin Fronteras.
The Zagaste family, they were living in Caborca, which is like drug central for Sonora. And the only option, he had 2. One was to get into the drug trade, and the other was to illegally immigrate. So he moved to Agua Prieta. That's the jump-off point. He moved to Agua Prieta, and when we found him, he was living in substandard housing, readying to go across the line.
Esta comunidad vino a engrandecer las posibilidades de vida, engrandecer las oportunidades.
And by virtue of their living in Vecinos, their children all got private scholarships, $2,400 a year. So 3 kids, that's $7,200 a year. That's more than the man makes a year.
Es un milagro, un enorme milagro. ¿Por qué? Porque según los números y según las posibilidades, no es posible que yo pueda tener a mis hijos estudiando donde están ahora.
I'm currently living in Bremen, Germany, and I'm attending Jacobs University, where I'm studying global economics and management.
La verdad no creo que yo pudiera haber tenido este tipo de oportunidad y no creo haber estado en esta posición donde estoy ahorita y me da mucho gusto poderla aprovechar.
It's very hard for a poor person to break their poverty cycle and be able to advance in life if they don't have support from institutions or people or society in general. So thanks to Rancho Feliz, my family has able to make that leap.
Nobody gets into Vecinos unless they agree to the rules. And the most important rule in my mind is that you will educate your children.
Porque podemos vivir dignamente aquí, sin necesidad de ir a buscar una oportunidad de vida más grande en otra parte. Aquí lo podemos hacer. Y Rancho Feliz nos ha ayudado a que nos quedemos aquí, cerca de nuestra familia, cerca de nuestra gente, cerca de nuestras costumbres, cerca de nuestras raíces. Rancho Feliz ha cambiado el futuro de esta familia.
And here's the really exciting thing about Vecinos. We have 2.5 generations of people going to school, getting educated, providing and contributing in their community. They're going to go out and touch thousands of lives. It's a geometric progression.
I've been supporting Suecia, and when I first met her, she was in the orphanage. So I supported her through high school, and now she is in her 3rd year at Itzon University in Ciudad Obregón.
Estudio ingeniero químico. Mi promedio general es de 8.5.
You want to talk about saving a life? This little girl, Suecia, she didn't have a chance. If it weren't for the help, the financial support and guidance and caring of Phil Williams and his wife, Luann, I promise you, she'd be out there in the streets.
Muchas personas no tienen cómo estudiar, no cuentan con el dinero, el apoyo de sus familias, pero siempre va a haber una oportunidad que se debe aprovechar. 2 oportunidades no hay.
She is going to be an incredible success, and we've already talked, and she's on board, and she is going to be giving back to her community wherever she ends up.
La escuela es muy importante porque es el futuro.
There's all these children coming up through our program who, without our educational programs, would have never had a chance.
Nayeli Ruiz is one of 9 siblings born in the slums of Agua Prieta. She started her education at our La Divina Providencia shelter.
Rancho Feliz no solamente me ayudó para tener escuela y dinero, también recibí amor, cariño, valores, muchas cosas que te hacen ser mejor y también que te dan las ganas de querer hacerlo, porque necesitas tener unas ganas.
Nayeli graduated from university and is now an industrial engineer with her own family.
Es como haberme formado mi vida, porque sufres mucho a veces y además nunca, jamás podría agradecerlo, porque la transformación de mi vida fue muy grande.
Some people use the term the gift of education, and I don't really buy into that. I think what we do is we provide and empower children to get their own education.
We're now welcoming our first university students home. And these graduates, whose educations were funded by Rancho Feliz scholarships, are ready to give back to their community as only global citizens can. Rancho Feliz has a history of amazing accomplishments, and you can help us fortify the future by funding scholarships for hardworking children. Our Guardian Warrior private school scholarship program sends 60 students to bilingual school each year, where English and computer literacy are the cornerstones of the curriculum. Our Barrio Scholarship Program supports public high school and university students by securing 3 years of high school tuition or all 4 years of public university tuition in one donation.
In Agua Prieta, there are so many children who have to drop out of school in their educations because their families can't afford the $150 per semester. And once they drop out, it's game over. It's game over.
Sin el acceso a la universidad tendría lo que es lo básico, porque pues, entrar a lo que sería como un trabajo en un restaurante, las maquiladoras.
O si no, pues andar en la... así como de albañil o haciendo ladrillos o algo así, que no tenga un buen sueldo.
But once a child is educated, you know, their potential is completely unlimited.
A favor de Dios, si yo consigo graduarme de aquí en la escuela, se me amplían bastante las posibilidades porque mi carrera, literal, el trabajo, pues casi donde quiera que se maneja tecnología y computadoras, ahí puedo estar yo.
Pues yo, Martín Choncoa, voy a ser el primer ingeniero de gestión empresarial de mi familia.
Prácticamente cuando yo antes no iba a la escuela y yo me metí a la escuela porque me levaban en la calle pues de vago y no tenía nada que hacer y miraba que otros iban. Gracias a la beca que estoy recibiendo ahorita de Vecinos Dignos, pues voy a convertir en ingeniero, pues, que es lo que yo había soñado, que quería hacer.
Quiero agradecer a Fundación Rancho Feliz porque gracias a ellos puedo seguir estudiando. Me gustaría a mí trabajar de maestro en una escuela.
Están dándonos la oportunidad de obtener el conocimiento, que es lo más importante en la vida.
And it's really important to note, at Rancho Feliz, we don't believe in welfare. We believe in the democratic redistribution of opportunity.
Pues yo pienso que 23, 26 años trabajando aquí en esto, en los distintos proyectos de todo tipo, creo que lo más importante y lo más que nos ha dado más frutos es la educación.
We're so proud of these kids because they have taken the opportunity, made something of themselves. They're just going to make our world a much better place.
How can you change a child's destiny? At Rancho Feliz, we do it by providing educational opportunities from infancy through university. Join us, become a guardian warrior, support the Rancho Feliz Scholarship Program, light a candle, and give a child the opportunity to shine.
Gracias siempre. Muchas gracias por todo.